everybody, today we've got Todd from PerformX Training. He's been my professional strength and mobility coach for the past 3 years, and he's going to give us some great tips and advice. Check it out.
Next, I would like to get into nutrition. Another one of the areas that's going to help you off bike in your performance on bike. So this is a tough one because this is very in-depth area these days, and people ask me like, what's your philosophies, what's your suggestions on nutrition? Well, for me, 30 plus years, I've seen it all. I've done it all from, the low carb, no carb, high carb, no fat, high fat, protein. I'm going to be honest, myself, I've kind of moved towards, vegan, vegetarian kind of guy. What's the flexitarian is the new word. I travel the globe with racing, and, with the second job being a team manager, I don't stress over it because I find that can be paying heavier dividends than just looking for that gluten-free here and there. So I guess what I'm getting to with the nutrition is, I think for most people, do some research, find the thing that your body, there is research out there saying our blood type is important. I haven't been quite sold on that yet, but I'm open-minded to it. Some of it might also be your heritage. I kind of seeing that a little bit more myself, but overall, I think just, a well-balanced diet. And what does that mean? Well, for me, it's like, if I had to break it down, it's probably like 50% carbohydrate, probably about 25% coming from proteins, both incomplete and complete proteins, and then 25% from fats. I think the key one there is kind of, if I say that I'm pretty sure of, it's that, stay away from as much sugar, maybe, less than 10% of your total carbohydrate consumption comes from a simple sugar. I do believe in fruit or fruit sugar. I've experimented with athletes off and on. I do think there's opportunities to look at, like Richie Rude, who I train. He is gluten intolerant, so that's something to experiment with, see what happens with or without gluten. Also, what type of grains you work best with. I think trial and error. I've always said to people, do something for a couple weeks to really see the differences, and and keep everything else the same, so you're really learning from that. As far as protein sources, if I can get wild, that's why I call myself a flexitarian. If I can find wild meats, and I haven't for a few months, so I follow more, the vegetarian probably lifestyle. I do eat farm-raised eggs, which is hard to categorize then what I am in my eating. But, I am not a fan anymore of, high production meats, not just for the ethical purposes, but I know I've listened to my body, chicken or poultry coming from these, this high assembly line sort of production is not my thing. I know I don't feel as good. I like fish from the ocean, and properly caught, and fats is the other thing. So the fats out there, the high quality fats, fats are not the enemy. Certain fats, saturated fats, produced fats, but like these essential fatty acids, and now all of a sudden I've been trying MCT oil a bit more in my diet, and know this, it's nothing new. It's been around for 30 plus years. It was actually very popular even with bodybuilders 30 years ago for different reasons. But yeah, like high quality fats, as much from nature. My big one is, buy fresh, buy often, buy organic, but understand organic, because it's got kind of two sides to it, and there's big business in it. And stay hydrated and find the balance and work on it. And again, in future series here, I'd like to go a little further into that and tell you what have I experimented with, what have I seen with athletes I've worked with, and maybe we can go a little deeper into the right amounts of foods, how to figure out calories for your body weight and your expenditure. So hopefully that's something that can help, get you started and get you thinking about it. Otherwise, as I always say, head over to PerformXTraining.com and you can contact us through there. And in the future, we're going to go online. We're going to provide online some nutrition support as well. Everything in due time. So thanks for listening.